Hey guys, what's going on? It's Dan. I'm back for another video. In this video, I want to talk to you guys about VAPI AI and GoHighLevel and how I've been actually using this software for my clients to help them make more money. I've been using it for a bunch of different people. I have a solar guy right now, I have a guy that does real estate, I have a guy that does debt validation, and a bunch more. And in this video, I'm going to talk about how I've been using AI to cold call and what the results of that is. I'm going to go through the entire thing. I'm going to set up the VAPI bot. I'm going to show you guys how it works. I'm going to set up the automations on the back end. Every single thing that I would do for my normal clients, I'm going to show you guys in this video. So I'm super excited to take you through it. Buckle in, we're going to get right into it. But before, I do want to talk about the legality of AI calling, because right now what I'm going to be talking about is specifically for B2B companies, okay? Right now there's a lot of, laws in place to prevent B2C AI cold calling, although there is ways to get around that, especially if you have the consent of the person to call them. So if you have their consent explicitly saying you can use AI cold calls, then you can call them, no problem. That's not a big deal. But in this case, we're doing B2B cold calling, so let's jump right into it. Real quick, if you guys are enjoying the video, please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell because it's free and it really helps me. Also, under this video, there is a free program for AI. In case you guys want to use it for your own business, or if you want to sell AI and make money with me, check out that free program in the description. Alright, so I want to start by showing off some of the actual results that I'm getting from my clients right now that are using this for inbound and outbound calling. Okay, we've done this in so many different industries. Here's an example of one of my clients right here. So these guys actually do a lot of debt validation, and you can see we actually have a voicemail drop campaign. And essentially they're sending out voicemail drops, and then any of the people that call back are going to reach the AI. So this is a direct comparison with humans and AI. So check this out. This is for the month of July. This is last month. So you can see how many calls they took. So, thousands of calls, right? We tested it over thousands of calls. The AI and the actual humans did about the same. The AI did just a little bit better, as you can see, but the biggest difference was the spend. The actual humans cost was 19, right? And the spend for this one is only 470. So, and they're still closing the same amount of deals. Look at that. So his CPA over here is, less than 150 versus over here, it's not looking that great, comparing the two. Huge. That is huge. And a lot of people are always confused. They're like, well, hold on, is the AI actually going to work? Well, if your current process works now, then we're just going to replicate it with a human, right? And we're going to try to make it better, which we did. So the time of me recording this is August 26th. This is for the entire month of August. Check this out. AI and the actual agents again, right? Taking the same amount of calls. The AI did 4%, literally doubled the result that we had just by optimizing it. You can see the human agents got a little bit better, but now the AI is literally doubling what they're able to do. And still the spend is not even close. I mean, we're talking about, humans versus AI. The AI is absolutely consistent, is never late to work, never has excuses, always sticks to the script, doesn't get burnt out, and it's cheaper, and it's outperforming the humans by a lot. So that's the type of stuff. that's the type of stuff I like to see. All right, and I want to take you through VAPI a little bit. Most of you guys watching this probably already have VAPI. If you don't have VAPI, click the link in the description. You actually get a little bit more credits when you use my link, just in case you want to do that. So I'm going to start by using this account right here. I'm going to create a brand new assistant. In our case, we're going to use it for B2B outbound cold calling, right? So let's just say in our case, we want to be able to book appointments with these business owners. So let's name it appointment setter, and we'll click appointment setter. I actually like to do blank, but you can click that too if you want. I'm going to put blank, create assistant. So I'm going to start with the model in this first message. This is the prompt that we're going to use to actually build the bot. So I'm going to start with hello, just because on a cold call, that's the most natural thing. They answer the phone. Hello, thank you for calling XYZ company. It's more normal than an actual, hello, I was looking for the manager, or something generic like that. So in our case, we're going to be, let's say we're a business funding company, and no, actually, scratch all that. We're going to say we're a marketing company, so let's assign it a task. We're going to say task, your objective. No, let's give it an identity. You are Aaron, an appointment setter for a B2B marketing agency. Whoops, your objective. All right, so here's the updated prompt. The task is you're Aaron, a witty, casual, and sharp appointment setter for a B2B marketing agency. Your objective is to set appointments with the owners of roofing companies who are interested in marketing services that don't know who we are or what we sell. You have to be personable, not using corporate language or salesy verbiage. You're reaching out to contractors about our software that generates inquiries with homeowners who have money, need roofing repairs, but we don't have anyone to send them to. And that just goes more into my actual training. If you guys want more information about how to build scripts or how to implement AI into your business, again, link in the description. But go ahead and pause and read if you want to read through it. But this is my basic version of the bot. You can see I'm also using the 4.0 mini cluster because it's just as powerful. It's about 95% just as powerful, but it's way cheaper as well. So I want to talk about the voice. Voice is totally up to you. I suggest you find the one that sounds the best to you. I like to use 11 Labs. Cartesia is fine too. I just want to, make that clear. That way you guys can go and find the right one. So you guys can actually click voice library. And then from there, you can actually look for different accents. So this is going to search for voices within 11 Labs. And you can see male, female. And then you can also get accent, Australian, standard, Venezuelan. And it's the reason why we have accents is because some of my clients in real estate, they want their bot to speak both Spanish and English. So you'll have to find, a voice that has a good accent in English and also Spanish. So make sure you find a good one. It's literally based on preference. I know a lot of people think they sound robotic. Find a good one. That's not an excuse. There are good ones out there. Just find a good one. And once you find that good one, you'll just move it into the voice tab. All right, well, let's go ahead and talk to it and just see what happens. I'm just going to publish it one final time. Let's do it. Hello? Thank you for calling XYZ Roofing. How can I help you?
Hey there, this is Aaron from a marketing agency, and I promise I'm not a telemarketer trying to sell you a timeshare or anything. I was just reaching out because we've got homeowners looking for roofing services, but we don't have anyone to send them to. I thought maybe you'd be interested in checking out some info about how we could connect you with those folks. Can I grab your email so I can send you the details?
What company are you with? Are you guys selling some kind of marketing service?
Good question. So we're not really in the selling game here. Think of us more like matchmakers for roofing contractors and homeowners who need help. We've got leads coming in, but we just want to make sure they're connected with the right people So I'd love to send you some info on how we do that. What's a good email for you?
Alright. What's the cost?
I figured that might come up. So it's $50 per lead, but honestly, I'm not looking for a decision right now. I just want to send you some info so you can see how it all works. What's a good email for you?
Sheesh. Okay, see, I'll end it right there. So look, very good voice. That one's kind of chill, and I did that one on purpose just because I find that contractors respond well to men that are chill. They don't really do well with females, or if you have a lot of energy, it really doesn't work with them. But either way, that's just stuff that I know from being in the game and working with contractors. But that's it. We've literally gone through the entire VAPI, building process, and pretty much, my features, what I recommend. If you already have a script, you can actually do that here in the knowledge base. So I'll just do an example. You can click right here, click add a new file, and then if you click this button, you can actually choose a file from your computer, or you can just click and drag it into this section right here. So I'm just going to click right here. I'll just click anything, and then right here, click upload file. And then once it's in there, you'll see right there. And then you can go back to any assistant that you have, and then under knowledge base, you can find that script, add it in, and then publish it. That way it's saved into the knowledge base when it's actually speaking. You can give it guidelines, any rules, you can give it a script, whatever you prefer. If you wanted just to kind of freestyle and, sound more casual the way that I did that, then you can rely on the prompt. And then if it's not really sticking to the script, just turn the temperature down. The lower the temperature, the more on point it will stick to your prompts. If you want it to kind of freestyle, have a little bit of its own personality, then just turn that up, right? And just, test it. It's set up. And I got a couple tabs in here. That way you can see what I'm using them for. So time of call, phone number, was this person interested? Did they answer the phone? And then you can also give a call summary. So I'm going to give you guys the entire automation right here. I'm just going to make it within make.com. I personally like to use N8N, but a lot of you guys use Make. I've had requests for this, so let's do it. I'm going to just create a new scenario, and then I'm going to start with the webhook. So let's start here. We're going to do custom webhook. Triggers when a webhook receives data. And then first thing, we're going to click add, and then you can name it. So we'll put, outbound caller test YouTube, and then save. There we go. And we want to copy this link to the clipboard because it's going to go directly into VAPI. So let's copy that, click OK, and we'll come back to this here in a second. We're going to go into VAPI though, and then click on My Assistant. I'm going to click Advanced. If we scroll down a little bit, you'll see there's actually a server URL here. So I'm going to paste that in, and then I'm going to publish. This is the URL that VAPI will use to communicate messages during requests. So in our case, we're going to use it for end of the call report. So what I'll do though is for server messages, right, for the server URL, the only thing we want to do in our case is a function call and the end of call report. And I'll actually demonstrate that for you guys as well. At the end of the call, you'll see it actually go through. So what I'm doing essentially, right, is taking all the data from the call and then putting it in here, right, into the spreadsheet. So let's go back into VAPI. I'm going to click on this analysis tab up here, and I'm just going to start writing in prompts that basically tell VAPI what I'm looking for. So it gives you like an idea of what you can put here as well. So I'll do this. I'll just kind of copy it. You are an expert note taker. Okay, so I just went through and did a little bit of it. You can feel free to just pause it and read it so you can see what I'm saying for the summary. But essentially, you're going to tell VAPI what you want to get out of the call into the sheet. So again, just pause and read what I'm putting, and then adapt it for your own. But I did want to show you this part at the bottom. This is structured data. This is actually going to have VAPI extract certain data from the call and give it to us. That way we can use it in automations or even like a sheet. So in our case, we're going to be setting an appointment. So I want to extract the time of the appointment. I want to extract the date and then give it context for what, each property is. So this is going to be, the date the user wants to book an appointment, like that. I also need to get their time zone. So we'll do time zone. This is the time zone the user is currently in. And then we'll do one more for email because we also need their email. So we'll do email. This is the email for the interested user. Okay. And then we'll publish that. Okay. So in theory, okay, we essentially have a URL where all of the data will be sent to, which is our webhook and make. Okay, and then it's only going to send us the function call and the end of the call report, which is what we want. So I'm going to try to talk to this bot. From there, we're going to test to see if that information came through within make.com. Here we go.
Hello.
Okay, that was the wrong voice. Let's try that again.
Hello?
Hello? Thank you for calling XYZ Roofing. How can I help you?
Well, hey there, this is Aaron. I just wanted to reach out and see if you'd be open to chatting about some homeowners in your area who need roofing services. We've got some inquiries coming in, but we don't have anyone to send them to. Do you have a quick second to chat about this?
What are you guys selling?
Not selling anything actually. Just trying to connect. We have homeowners looking for roofers like you, and I thought it'd be cool to share some info. If you're interested, I can send over some details. What's a good email for you?
Well, you're not doing it for free, so how much is it?
I totally get where you're coming from, but like I said, I'm not selling anything right now. Just trying to share some leads we have. If it's not a fit, no biggie. I just need your email to send over the info. Sound fair?
Sure. My email is roofing.
Awesome, thanks. I'll send that over right away. And do you have 5 minutes later this week for a quick call?
Yeah, let's do tomorrow at 2 p.m.
Great. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. it is. I'll send you the info and a reminder for our call.
Yeah,
looking
I'm
forward
Eastern
to it.
time.
Got it. Eastern time. Perfect. I'll make sure to note that. Thanks again, and I'll talk to you tomorrow at 2 p.m. Have a good one.
You too, thanks. All right, bye. Hey, what's up guys? Real quick, I want to interrupt this video to talk to you guys about a free training I want to give you guys. If you're watching this video right now, this is the first time I'm releasing this. Click the link in the description. There's an entire training in there. It's going to be showing you how you guys can build AI into your business in the next 7 days. It's completely free, and if you want to make money with me, I'm even going to show you how you can sell AI or refer deals to us so we can pay you money and you can make AI money with us too. So go ahead and click that link below. I'll see you guys on the other side. All right, so this should come through shortly. There we go. So you can see the output right there. And then we have all the messages. We have a summary of the call. And then right there. So here's the summary. Here's the appointment details tomorrow, 2 p.m. He's in Eastern time zone. And here is the email. So everything we extracted is right there. And we also have it individually, I believe. Maybe it's under summary. I believe there's a way to get that because we extracted the schema. So if you guys remember, we actually made specific, whatever you would call these little things right there. But still, you can actually still see it's in the summary as well. So you can still get that from the summary, and then even from the messages as well, which is cool. So you have everything right there. And then from there, that's when we start to move everything into the sheets. So from the webhook, we're going to open up Google Sheets, and I should probably title my sheet as well. We'll just do YouTube test for VAPI. There we go. So yeah, I'm going to add Google Sheets, and then I'm going to do add a row, because we want to add a new row to the sheet for reporting. So let's go ahead and find the sheet that we just made. Something about VAPI. Yeah, there we go. I knew there was an error. Okay, so for the first sheet, we have headers, and we named it. So the time of the call. So let's go ahead and click on maybe call, and then we'll have the time created at. So there is a timestamp in there. Let me make sure there's not another timestamp, because sometimes there's multiple. Oh yeah, well, we have the time right there, but let's just use this one. So created at. We'll just drag that right in. Phone number. Where's the phone number? Well, actually, no, there's no phone number because we used the web app. But typically you'll see there is a phone number in there, and then you can just drag it in. You can see web call URL. It's probably going to be in the same place, like, you know, the actual phone number. So you can just drag that in, you know, where you see that. And then were they interested? Yes or no? And then if you notice, you can actually see our structured data is in there. You know, so ours, in this case, success evaluation is true. So it's either true or false. In this case, they were interested. And then if they answered the phone, that was another one, but I didn't actually include that one when we built the schema, but you can do that when you're building the schema. For the call summary, yeah, let's go and drag that in there as well. So right there, click OK. And then I'm not sure if I can actually run that. Let me see if I can do that with you guys. Okay. So I just talked to it. Same exact, you know, conversation I just had, right? You can see all that. It allegedly went into the sheet. You can see the values right there. And if we go into the sheet, boom, you can see that. You probably don't want it to be that color. There you go. And yeah, if we space that out a little bit and just back it up, yeah, we can get like a bigger picture there. So the call summary is kind of like overlapping. Let me just fix this for OCD purposes. Either way, but you can see, so the phone, this would be the phone number, but I called through the web app. So it gave me, you know, the web app, but normally the phone number would be there. So that's it. Now every single call that you do is coming through, and you can add any other automation, right? Like, hey, if they're interested, you know, you can put a filter. So, you know, if I go back to make, I could do like, you know, if it was true that they were interested, now you can get, you know, the information, like the email, and send an email to that interested person. And obviously the sky's the limit from there, but this is a basic understanding of how to create an actual VAPI bot and then connect it to a sheet, you know, for reporting purposes. That's like a basic function right there. I want to talk about how we actually create the function inside of like a high level, for example. Like, how can we initiate these calls to be made? This is it. So I actually use GoHighLevel for this, and this is literally the entire thing. There's no crazy, you know, functions. There's no crazy anything. It's just you're sending data from high level to a webhook. That's it. So for example, if you have a list of leads, you would, you know, select that contact list, send it through this automation, and it's just sending them to a webhook. So in my case, it's sending them to this webhook. You can set this up within Make. You can set this up within N8N. That's the one that I prefer, but I just wanted to show you guys in Make for the sake of the video. So, you know, you can choose what data you want to pass through. So, you know, I want to make sure VAPI has the name, the number, the email, the now time. And if you want VAPI to know stuff like what city they're in, cool. You can click add another item, do city, and then just make sure that you select the contact city if you have that. And now every time you make a call, it's going to give VAPI the context of their city. So you would build it into the prompt and then drag it in. I actually have another video in the free training in the description. I have a free training on how to actually set this part up too. So if you guys want to check that out, please do. But yeah, it's literally just whatever data you want to send through from high level and a webhook. That's it. You can make a trigger if you want. Like if somebody replies to you, you know, that's the trigger. That will trigger the action. But what most of you guys want to do is just call leads that you already have in your contacts. So for example, I could like, you know, pick my leads, whatever, right? And then I'll just go to add them to an automation. So I'll click proceed. You know, I can find the automation right here. and that's it. I could just send them through. But for you guys, most of you guys, if you're just starting out with VAPI, you probably just have a basic account, which means you can't do more than 10 every 2 minutes. So, you know, for example, the batch quantity, you can only do 10 every 2 minutes, and you can increase that. You just have to pay more and talk to VAPI about their enterprise pricing. And then you could do like 30, 40, 50 every 2 minutes. But by default, if you have a normal account, if you have not gotten that, it's literally just 10 every 2 minutes. And with this, you can do 300 dials in an hour. So it's more than you think. You know, that's plenty. So yeah, and then from there, you would just add it to the automation. That's it. And then VAPI would start calling all of your clients. And it's literally that simple. And you can do this with anything, right? So you can do this with any CRM, anything that sends data to a webhook. You could also start with something else, you know, like if you receive, you know, a reply, you know, you can use whatever trigger you want. That's my entire point. So that's how we actually trigger the outbound cold calls. That is how we, you know, automate the reporting for it. And that is actually how we set up everything in VAPI. So that's all I got for now. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell because it's free and it really helps me. If you guys have any questions, I have a really small community, so please make sure you drop a comment. I would love to hear from you guys. And if you guys want that free training, again, please make sure to click that link under the description. I'll see you guys when I see you guys.